everyone, and welcome. It's Chef Jason Morris, your Ace Hardware grill expert, and I'm hanging out here at LaGrange Park Ace Hardware. We are on the road, hanging out in Chicago for today's edition of Ace This Recipe. And I'll tell you, you asked for it, right? Your comments always lead us to the recipes we have, and you said, Chef, please give us a quick and easy cast iron scallop recipe that doesn't have a lot of ingredients, but we can do it on our Traeger grill. So today we are delivering that for you. And I'll tell you, look at these beautiful little scallops. We caught up with our fish guy at the local grocery store, and he helped us pick out some beauties. And I'll tell you, what I look for in these guys is I'm looking for big scallops, right? And they're sized about the same as shrimp, whether it's a 10 count or a 12 count, but I like them nice and big and nice and plump, and that's what we went with today. We even have an oddball today that is my ginormous scallop. So quick and painless, but I'll tell you, we're going to season them up with a little bit of rub-a-dub, a little bit of fishy as well. We're going to cast iron cook them today with butter, and then really to keep it simple, we're going to finish them with a little bit of parsley and a little bit of fresh lemon. You have the option to do fire honey or whatever you like, but we are keeping it simple today. We're going to let the scallops speak for themselves. We're going to cook them to a internal temperature of 145 degrees. We'll use our Weber snap check to help us track them, but that is it, quick and painless. It is time for us to get over and get that Traeger fired up, get the cast iron heating, and then we're coming back to get these guys seasoned. We're going to start with our Traeger Ironwood 885 today. We've already loaded our cast iron because we're going to cast iron cook these, and I like to load the cast iron cold into a cold grill so that when everything heats up together, that cast iron absorbs a lot more heat. We're going to do our reserve blend pellets at oak, apple, cherry. We love those guys. Does a great job getting us some fantastic flavor. We'll get this topped off. And then, you guys, we are going hot. So we're going to turn this ironwood all the way up to 500 degrees. And we hit ignite, and now we are ready to go. Very quick and easy. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil to this. We're going to add a little bit of fishy. And you guys know, like I always say, add as much or as little as you prefer. I don't want to season these guys up so much that the only flavor I get is the seasonings. I want to really let those scallops shine. So that's it right there. We're going to let those guys soak now for about 10 minutes or so while that cast iron heats up. But again, nice and simple, nice and easy. These are going to be fantastic. So like we said before, the great thing about cast iron in here, if you'll see, this acts like a heat sink. So that's going to draw up really all of the heat from this grill. We have it set at 500. I'm going to take a little bit of butter, and I'm not going to go crazy, but I want to add just enough fat to my cast iron. And now very carefully, I'm going to place the scallops on there flat. Now, keep in mind, when you're cooking scallops in the Traeger, maybe not the time you also want to throw your steak in here, unless you want that scallop essence on your steak. So usually, I like to keep my cast iron pristine, meaning I only use one cast iron for fish and seafood and a separate one for all of my proteins as well. That's it. Looking ain't cooking. We're going to get this closed. Now we're going to track temperature, and we want to cook these to 145 degrees internal. Like we've said on some of our other videos, fish, seafood, shrimp, scallops, all like to be done about 145 degrees. That makes sure that they're fully cooked, but also keeps them nice and tender. All right, so we're going to go about 4 to 5 minutes aside max, right? What we're looking for here is that beautiful sear, right? Look at that. We've got a gorgeous crust on there. And then we just want them to barely get cooked. Like I said before, we're going to use our Weber snap check. We're going to shut this and let them finish. This is a fast and easy recipe for sure. All right, so I'm going to go right in the middle here and take a quick look, and done. We are done. They're at 149 degrees. That's what we're looking for. We're going to go ahead and get these guys off, and I'll see you back at the cutting board. Well, there you have it. Like I said, we are rocking a fast video for you today. A little ingredient list, nothing huge. Hot and fast on the Traeger. This literally was done in about 7 minutes total cook time. And the great thing about it, these are perfectly cooked at 149-ish degrees is what they carried over to. So that's all we have for you today. Hey, and like I always say, don't forget to head up top to that eye. That's our information station. That's going to let you in on the world of barbecuing and grilling, right? All the gear, gadgets, and grills, everything we have cooked on today and everything we've used today for you as well. And then, since you're in the clicking mood, head down below and don't forget to subscribe to this video. Let us know that you're listening and you're watching. You'll be notified when all of our Ace This Recipe videos are live and ready for you. Then, don't forget to leave a comment. This was comment driven. Our last few videos are all about you and cooking everything you would like us to make for you. So, I'm Chef Jason Morris, your Ace Hardware Grill expert. Thanks for joining us for another edition of Ace This Recipe. Let's go ahead and Finish these up with a little bit of lemon, or if you're feeling sweet, you can do a little bit of fire honey. And I have to quality control. I'm going after this guy here. But look at that. That is what I'm talking about. Nice and perfect, nice and tender, nice and juicy. Seriously, I get brisket one week, I get fish and seafood the next week. Thanks for cooking with us.